Joining us now is America First legal president and general counsel Gene Hamilton, coming off an immigration victory of his own after a federal court shut down a Biden-era backdoor amnesty program. Gene, good to see you. Okay, so we can get to your big win. I want to start with the Supreme Court, okay? Non-lawyer here, but as I looked at these two decisions, the thread I saw in both of them is they were focused on the meaning of words. The meaning of the words arrived in the United States when it comes to asylum seekers, the meaning of the word temporary when it comes to the people who are provided temporary status. Is my read anywhere near the target here on this one?
For a non-lawyer, that's pretty good, Brian.
Okay.
So congratulations. Absolutely. Look, these are decisions that every American who believes that words should mean what they say should be celebrating. Every American who believes that we're a sovereign nation should be celebrating. So let's break it down just a little bit. In the one case on temporary protected status, one of the words that was really important for the court here is discretion. And Congress vests the ultimate discretion to make a decision about TPS for citizens of any nation who are within the United States in the Secretary of Homeland Security. That's the whole decision. Every part of that decision is discretionary. And so courts, district courts, don't get to second guess the discretion of the Secretary of Homeland Security. So when the Secretary of Homeland Security that's committed to the rule of law says this program has drawn on for decades, it's time to end, that means when Congress said it's his decision or it's her decision, that's the end of the story. Courts don't get to play another role. In the other case, on the metering policy, this is, again, arriving in. The court used a beautiful analogy in its decision, which is our laws say that if you are an alien who arrives in the United States, you're eligible to apply for asylum. Well, the court made a very clear point here that everyone at home should understand. Do you have the right to apply for asylum when you're in Mexico? The answer is no. You are not arriving in the United States. So if there's something preventing you from getting to the United States border, that does not mean that we are interfering with your right to apply for asylum in the United States. And the analogy the court used, which I find pretty easy to understand, is you don't get a touchdown when you get into the red zone. You don't get a touchdown when you're at the 1 yard line. It's when you arrive in the end zone is when you get your touchdown.
So in her dissent in Mullen, and that's the one involving the Syrian and Haitian immigrants under temporary protected status, Justice Sotomayor invoked the image of the voyage of the MS St. Louis, where Jews were fleeing Nazi Germany and were not allowed to enter various countries, only to be returned to Germany. And Jonathan Turley writes, and many died in the Holocaust. Jonathan Turley writes, the problem with this analogy is that all of those on the St. Louis were demonstrably in flight from legal persecution. Virtually all of the asylum claims made at our borders are rejected as unsupported or invalid. It just...
Yeah,
They had to throw in the Nazi reference.
Of course. I mean, that's all that they have, is to bring this down and make it very hyperbolic, right? That, oh, well, this is exactly the same as what happened in the 1930s. No, it's not. People are traversing through multiple countries, through Mexico, to try to get to our border because they want a better life, because they want to earn money. Maybe there's crime, general crime in their country, but that is not a reason for asylum. That is not a reason that anyone would ever be granted asylum. And so the whole notion that because we're able to control our borders and we're able to say, guess what? You don't get to flood over our borders and demand asylum. You don't get to do that. You don't get to stop us from having a limited policy so that we can address the lawful travelers, the visa holders who are trying to come into the United States. We get to serve them first. If you're trying to come to the United States, you have to get a visa and you don't get asylum while you're in Mexico.
Gene Hamilton, great explanation of those issues. Even the non-lawyers among us can understand what you mean, and a football reference always helps. Thanks, sir. Good to see you tonight.
Thanks for having me.